Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share something that's been talked about for centuries, but rarely broken down in a way that makes sense in today's world. Why do women like men? What makes a man truly magnetic? The answer is not about money, looks, or just charm. It's about something deeper. It's about the energy a man brings into a relationship. Certainty and confidence. Women don't want a man who hesitates, who second guesses himself at every turn. They want someone who walks into a room and owns it. Not arrogance, confidence. Confidence comes from knowing who you are and where you're going. If you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? Emotional strength and stability. In a world that can be chaotic, women seek men who are their rock. If she's feeling overwhelmed, she wants to look at you and know this man can handle life. Strength isn't about suppressing emotion, it's about having control over it. A man who can handle pressure without losing his center becomes an anchor for his woman. Purpose and drive. You know what's irresistible? A man who wakes up every morning with purpose. A man who knows why he's on this planet. If your life has no direction, no mission, you become stagnant. But when you chase your dreams with passion, women can sense that energy and they want to be part of your journey. Authenticity and integrity. People can smell fake from a mile away. Women are no different. A truly attractive man stands by his principles, says what he means, and follows through on his word. Trust me, nothing kills attraction faster than inconsistency and dishonesty. If you want to be a man women respect and admire, be real, be honest, be you. Leadership and provision. This doesn't mean you have to be a billionaire or a CEO. Leadership isn't about money, it's about direction. It's about stepping up and taking responsibility for your life. Women respect men who can make decisions, who take initiative, and who create a vision for the future. You don't have to have everything figured out, but you need to be willing to grow and take charge. Passion and emotional depth. A strong man isn't cold. He isn't just a provider. He's engaged, passionate, and present. Women crave emotional connection just as much as they admire strength. A man who can express his emotions with control and confidence is a man who creates deep, lasting relationships. Final message, gentlemen, if you want to be the kind of man women naturally gravitate towards, stop focusing on impressing women. Start focusing on becoming the best version of yourself. Build confidence, find your purpose, develop emotional strength, and live with integrity. When you do that, attraction becomes effortless. Raise your standards, step into your power, and become the man you were meant to be. Let's go out and make it happen. Absolutely. Here's an expanded version of the first keynote, Certainty and Confidence, in Tony Robbins' powerful, engaging, and educational style. Women are drawn to certainty and confidence in a man because at the core of human nature, we are wired to seek security and direction. When a man radiates confidence, he creates an unshakable presence that people, including women, naturally gravitate toward. But let's be clear, confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is not about pretending you know everything. It's about the energy you bring into a room, the way you carry yourself, and the deep inner certainty that says, I've got this. Think about it. In any situation, whether it's business, relationships, or leadership, who do people follow? Who do people trust? It's not the one who's unsure of himself, who hesitates at every turn, who constantly seeks validation. It's the one who stands firm, who owns his space, who speaks with conviction. Confidence is not just something women find attractive. It's something that determines success in every area of life. Now let's break this down. Where does confidence come from? How do you develop this certainty that makes you magnetic? Confidence has three pillars: mindset, experience, and physiology. Mindset, owning your reality. The first step to true confidence is your internal dialogue. What are you telling yourself every single day? If you walk around thinking, I hope people like me, or I'm not good enough, your body, your energy, and your presence will reflect that. People will feel it. And trust me, women have incredible intuition when it comes to sensing insecurity. But here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's built, it's trained, it's a habit. It starts with shifting the way you see yourself. Instead of asking, do people approve of me? Start asking, how can I bring my best self to this moment? Instead of thinking, I hope I don't mess up, shift to, no matter what happens, I will handle it. Certainty doesn't mean knowing everything. It means trusting yourself enough to figure things out. It means walking into any situation knowing that no matter what, you will adapt, adjust, and move forward. When you operate with this mindset, you become unstoppable. Confidence comes from action. You can't fake confidence. Real confidence is the byproduct of doing hard things. It's built through action, through stepping up, through proving to yourself over and over again that you are capable. Let's say you're nervous around women. The worst thing you can do is avoid them. Avoidance creates weakness. The best thing you can do, put yourself in situations that challenge you. Talk to more people. Push past the discomfort. Build social experience. The same goes for any area of life. Confidence in business comes from taking risks, failing, learning, and coming back stronger. Confidence in leadership comes from stepping up, making decisions, and owning the results. Confidence in relationships comes from putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, and learning through real experience. Every time you take action, even when you don't feel ready, you build a reference point. That reference point tells your brain, I can do this. And the more you do it, the stronger that belief becomes. This is how certainty is built. Not by waiting, but by doing. Physiology, the body drives the mind. Here's something powerful. Your body language, your posture, and your breathing directly impact how confident you feel. If you walk around with slumped shoulders, avoiding eye contact, and speaking hesitantly, your mind will follow. Your physiology creates your psychology. Think about this. How does a confident man stand? How does he walk? How does he talk? He owns his space. He breathes deeply, he speaks with clarity, and he moves with purpose. The simple act of standing taller, making eye contact, and controlling your breath can instantly shift your state into one of certainty. Try this. Next time you feel nervous, don't shrink, expand. Straighten your spine, take a deep breath, and step forward with intention. Feel the energy shift inside you. When you command your body, you command your mind. Women pick up on this instantly. They don't just listen to your words. They feel your presence. They notice how you enter a room, how you carry yourself, and whether your energy says, I'm secure in who I am. When you master your physiology, you project confidence before you even say a word. The difference between true confidence and fake confidence, let's clear up a major misconception. Confidence is not about pretending. It's not about trying to impress. It's not about being the loudest guy in the room or dominating conversations. That's insecurity in disguise. True confidence is quiet, powerful, and unshakable. It doesn't need validation. It doesn't seek approval. A confident man is comfortable in silence. He doesn't force laughter. He laughs because he's genuinely enjoying the moment. He doesn't brag. His actions speak louder than words. Think about the most respected men in history. Men like Marcus Aurelius, Nelson Mandela, or modern-day leaders who command attention without needing to be the center of it. They didn't need to prove they were strong. Their presence said it all. This is the level of confidence you want to cultivate, the kind that's rooted in true self-assurance, not external validation. How to apply this today? Confidence is not something you wake up with one day. It's something you train. Here are 3 powerful steps you can take starting today. Audit your self-talk, stop the negative loop, catch yourself when you doubt, replace self-defeating thoughts with empowering ones. Take more action, get out of your comfort zone. Speak up more. Take on challenges that make you uncomfortable. The more you push yourself, the more certainty you build. Master your physiology. Start standing, walking, and speaking like the confident man you want to be. Your body language will rewire your mind. When you implement these steps, confidence stops being something you hope for and becomes something you own. Final thought, attraction isn't about tricks or gimmicks. It's about energy. Women don't want a man who's constantly seeking approval. They want a man who stands strong in who he is. When you develop certainty in yourself, the world, including the people around you, can't help but respond. Confidence is built, certainty is earned, and when you embody these qualities, you become the kind of man that people respect, admire, and are naturally drawn to. So step up, own your space, trust yourself, and watch how the world changes around you. Women are naturally drawn to men who possess emotional strength and stability. This attraction isn't just about relationships, it's about human nature. We all seek safety, security, and certainty in a world that can be unpredictable and chaotic. Emotional strength in a man provides a sense of grounding, a feeling that no matter what happens, he will remain steady, composed, and capable of handling life's challenges. When we talk about emotional strength, we're not talking about suppressing emotions. Avoiding vulnerability or pretending nothing affects you, that's not strength. That's weakness disguised as toughness. True emotional strength comes from a man's ability to acknowledge his emotions, understand them, and manage them in a way that serves him and those around him. It's about resilience. It's about being unshakable in the face of adversity. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you can navigate through it with clarity and wisdom. Women don't want a man who crumbles under pressure, who becomes reactive, or who allows emotions to control him. That kind of instability creates doubt and uncertainty. A woman wants to feel that if life throws a challenge her way, the man by her side is someone she can rely on, someone who will remain calm, assess the situation, and find a way forward without falling apart. This doesn't mean a man never struggles or never feels pain. It means that he has the inner resources to manage it without losing control. Imagine a scenario where a man faces financial difficulties, loses a job, or encounters a major setback in life. A weak man will panic, he'll complain, blame others, or drown in self-pity. His emotions will consume him, and instead of seeking solutions, he will seek excuses. A strong man, on the other hand, will recognize the difficulty, process his emotions, and then shift his focus to what needs to be done. He will remain steady, reassuring those around him that no matter how bad things seem, he will figure it out. This presence, this ability to stay composed under pressure, is one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess. Emotional strength also plays a crucial role in how a man handles relationships. Women want to feel emotionally safe with a man, and that safety doesn't come from constant reassurance. It comes from a man's ability to regulate his emotions, communicate effectively, and create a stable environment. When a man is easily triggered, reactive, or unpredictable, it creates tension and insecurity. On the other hand, when a man can navigate disagreements with calmness, listen without immediately getting defensive, and respond with thoughtfulness instead of impulsivity, he creates a deep level of trust and respect. There's a reason why women are drawn to men who exude calm confidence. It signals that this man is in control, not just of external situations, but of himself, and that's the ultimate strength. It's easy to lash out in anger, to let stress dictate behavior, or to react emotionally to every challenge. But a man who has mastered his emotions, who can experience setbacks, criticism, or uncertainty without losing his composure, is a man who commands respect. Another powerful aspect of emotional strength is a man's ability to lead with stability rather than chaos. A strong man doesn't create drama, doesn't escalate conflicts unnecessarily, and doesn't thrive on emotional roller coasters. Instead, he de-escalates, he reassures, and he finds solutions rather than feeding problems. Women are naturally wired to seek security, and that security isn't just about financial stability or physical protection. It's about emotional steadiness. Think about the strongest leaders in history. The men who inspired millions, the men who led nations, the men who stood firm in the face of adversity. They were not emotionally erratic. They were measured, thoughtful, and unwavering. When things went wrong, they didn't collapse, they adapted. This is the kind of energy that draws people in. A key part of developing emotional strength is self-awareness. Many men grow up being told to suppress their feelings, to never show weakness, to man up, in a way that means ignoring emotions completely. But true strength isn't about shutting down emotions. It's about understanding them, processing them, and then choosing how to respond. A man who lacks self-awareness will allow his emotions to dictate his actions. But a strong man will acknowledge what he's feeling, ask himself what it means, and then make a decision based on logic, wisdom, and self-control. For example, if a man feels jealousy in a relationship, a weak man will lash out, become possessive, or let insecurity take over. A strong man will recognize the feeling, ask himself why it's coming up, and address it with maturity. Instead of reacting, he will respond in a way that builds trust and strengthens the relationship. Building emotional strength takes practice. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's something that can be trained. One of the best ways to strengthen your emotional resilience is through exposure to challenges. Every time you face a difficult situation, you have a choice. You can either let it weaken you or let it make you stronger. When you get into the habit of choosing strength, over time it becomes who you are. Another way to build emotional strength is through controlling your focus. Weak men focus on what's wrong, what's unfair, what they can't control. Strong men focus on solutions, on growth, on what they can do next. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you constantly dwell on problems, you will feel overwhelmed. If you train yourself to look for solutions, you will feel empowered. Emotional strength is also deeply connected to emotional intelligence. A man who understands emotions, both his own and those of others, can navigate relationships with wisdom and awareness. He knows when to speak, when to listen, when to support, and when to step back. He doesn't let pride or ego drive his interactions, but instead he operates from a place of clarity and purpose. A truly strong man does not need to prove his strength. He doesn't need to shout, to dominate, or to control others to feel powerful. His power comes from within. His strength is felt in the way he handles stress, in the way he carries himself, in the way he makes others feel safe, respected, and valued. Women don't just admire emotional strength, they need it in a partner. Because life is unpredictable, and every relationship will face challenges. If a man cannot hold his ground emotionally, the relationship becomes unstable. But if a man stands firm, if he can be the steady force in the storm, the bond deepens in a way that nothing else can replace. Developing emotional strength is a lifelong journey, but it starts with a simple commitment. The commitment to be bigger than your emotions, to choose control over chaos, to operate from wisdom instead of impulse. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to build this strength. Every difficult conversation, every stressful situation, every moment of doubt is a chance to train yourself to remain steady. And when you master this, you don't just become more attractive to women, you become more powerful in every aspect of life. You become a leader, an anchor, a source of certainty in a world that desperately needs it. Emotional strength is not just a trait, it's a foundation. Build it and everything else in your life will rise with it. A man with purpose and drive is one of the most attractive forces in the world. Women, like all people, are drawn to energy, direction, and momentum. A man who has a clear sense of purpose is a man who knows where he is going, and that certainty is incredibly magnetic. It's not just about having a job or making money. It's about living with intention, about waking up every day with a reason to push forward, about striving towards something bigger than himself. A man without purpose, on the other hand, is like a boat without a rudder. He drifts, he lacks direction, he's easily swayed by circumstances, by other people's opinions, by fleeting emotions. This kind of uncertainty creates a sense of weakness, not just in his own mind, but in the way others perceive him. Women are instinctively repelled by a man who has no ambition, no drive, no hunger for something greater, because if he doesn't have a vision for his own life, how can he possibly create a meaningful future with someone else? Purpose is not about impressing others. It's about fueling yourself. It's about waking up every day with a fire inside you, a mission that drives you forward. It could be your career, your personal development, your impact on the world. Whatever it is, it gives your life meaning, and that meaning makes you a stronger, more attractive, more compelling man. A man with purpose moves differently. He speaks differently. He doesn't waste time on trivial things because he's focused on something bigger. And that focus is what makes him powerful. There's something deeply attractive about a man who is obsessed with his vision, who is committed to achieving something great. Women respect that kind of passion because it signals strength, determination, and self-belief. It shows that he is not waiting for life to happen to him. He is creating his own path. He is not dependent on anyone to make him feel fulfilled because his fulfillment comes from within. This kind of self-sufficiency is incredibly appealing. Think about the men who have left the greatest marks on history. Leaders, artists, innovators, visionaries. They all had one thing in common, an unshakable sense of purpose. They weren't just living day to day, reacting to whatever came their way. They were building something, pursuing something, making something happen. That energy is what makes a man truly powerful, and that power is what draws people, especially women, toward him. Women admire men who are passionate about something because passion is contagious. When you are excited about your life, about your goals, about your future, that energy spreads. It makes you more charismatic, more engaging, more alive. But when you have no direction, when you're just going through the motions, that lack of energy is felt just as strongly. A man without purpose is dull, stagnant, and uninteresting. He doesn't inspire, he doesn't lead, and he doesn't create an exciting future. A man with purpose doesn't chase people, he chases his mission. And because of that, people, especially women, naturally chase him. There is something irresistible about a man who is so focused on his dreams that he doesn't need external validation. He doesn't seek approval. He doesn't try to impress. His presence alone is enough because he is already fulfilled by his purpose. Many men make the mistake of thinking they need to focus all their energy on women to attract them. But the truth is, the more you focus on yourself, on your growth, on your mission, on your success, the more naturally attractive you become. Because confidence doesn't come from trying to please others. It comes from knowing that you are on a path that matters, that you are becoming the man you were meant to be. Drive is what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. It is the difference between a man who settles and a man who creates. Women want to be with a creator, with a builder, with someone who is moving forward and taking control of his destiny. Because that kind of man is not just thinking about today, he is thinking about the future. And women want to align with a man who has a future. A man with purpose also brings stability into a relationship. He is not easily shaken by setbacks because he has a bigger vision that keeps him grounded. When things get tough, he doesn't give up. He adapts, he finds solutions, he keeps going. This resilience is incredibly attractive because it shows that he is reliable, that he is someone who can handle pressure, that he is someone who won't break when life gets difficult. Women don't just want a strong man physically, they want a strong man mentally and emotionally, and that strength comes from purpose. A man who is deeply connected to his mission does not get lost in self-doubt. He does not crumble under criticism. He does not let small obstacles throw him off course. He is focused, driven, and relentless. That kind of intensity is magnetic. Purpose also prevents a man from becoming needy. When a man lacks direction, he often seeks fulfillment in external things, validation from women, approval from friends, material possessions. He looks for happiness outside of himself, and that kind of dependence is unattractive. But a man with purpose finds his fulfillment in his work, in his passion, in his growth. He doesn't need anyone to complete him because he is already whole. And paradoxically, that's exactly what makes him so desirable. If you want to be the kind of man that women respect, admire, and are naturally drawn to, stop focusing on chasing women and start focusing on chasing your mission. When you are deeply committed to your purpose, when you are relentless in your pursuit of growth, women will notice. They will feel that energy. They will be drawn to it without you having to force anything. Purpose makes you stand out because most people lack it. Most men drift through life without a clear sense of direction, following the crowd, doing what's easy instead of what's meaningful. But the men who break free from that, the men who define their own path, the men who pursue something with everything they have, those are the men who command attention. Purpose is not just about personal success. It's about impact. It's about living in a way that leaves the world better than you found it. Women admire men who are driven not just for their own gain, but because they want to create something meaningful, whether it's building a business, leading a movement, creating art, or pushing the boundaries of what's possible. A man who is truly committed to making a difference becomes unstoppable. Your purpose is your power. It is what gives you strength in the face of adversity. It is what makes you confident, charismatic, and unshakable. It is what makes you a leader. And when you fully commit to it, when you dedicate yourself to something greater than yourself, you won't have to chase success, and the right people will come to you. Confidence is one of the most powerful traits a man can possess, and it's a key reason why women are naturally drawn to certain men. Confidence is not about arrogance or pretending to be something you're not. It's about certainty in who you are, what you stand for, and what you bring to the table. It's about knowing your worth without needing validation from anyone else. A confident man walks into a room with presence. He doesn't shrink himself or seek approval. He owns his space. He speaks with clarity, not hesitation. He moves with purpose, not uncertainty. This energy is contagious, and women pick up on it instantly. Confidence signals strength, leadership, and security, all of which are deeply attractive. Women want to be with a man who is sure of himself because that certainty translates into emotional stability. When a man lacks confidence, he is constantly seeking reassurance, second-guessing himself, and reacting to external opinions. This creates a sense of insecurity that women instinctively avoid. On the other hand, when a man trusts himself, when he knows he is enough, regardless of what anyone else thinks, he becomes magnetic. Confidence also affects how a man interacts with the world. A confident man takes risks. He is not afraid to fail because he knows that failure is just another step towards success. He doesn't hesitate to take action, whether it's pursuing a goal, starting a conversation, or making a bold decision. This kind of courage is deeply attractive because it shows that he is in control of his life, not sitting on the sidelines waiting for things to happen. Another reason confidence is so attractive is that it removes neediness. A man who lacks confidence often seeks external validation. He needs constant reassurance from others to feel good about himself. This can lead to clinginess, insecurity, and emotional instability, which are all unattractive qualities. But a confident man doesn't need anyone to complete him. He is already whole, already fulfilled, already secure in himself. And paradoxically, that's what makes women want to be around him even more. Confidence is not just about how you speak or carry yourself. It's also about how you handle challenges. Life will always throw obstacles your way, and a man's ability to remain steady, resilient, and composed under pressure is what sets him apart. When a man faces difficulties with confidence, when he remains calm, adapts, and pushes forward, it reassures the people around him, especially women. It shows that he is a leader, not a follower. Ultimately, confidence is not something you are born with, it's something you build. It comes from taking action, stepping out of your comfort zone, and proving to yourself that you are capable. The more you challenge yourself, the more confidence you develop. And when you truly believe in yourself, the world, including women, will believe in you too. A sense of humor is one of the most underrated yet powerful qualities a man can have. It's not just about making a woman laugh. It's about the energy that humor brings. It creates a connection, breaks down barriers, and makes interactions light, fun, and enjoyable. When a man has a great sense of humor, he exudes confidence, intelligence, and an easygoing nature that makes people, especially women, want to be around him. Laughter is one of the most natural ways to build a bond. It instantly reduces tension and makes people feel more comfortable. Women are naturally drawn to men who can make them laugh because it signals emotional intelligence and social awareness. A man who knows how to be playful, tease in a charming way, and see the lighter side of life is someone who can handle challenges without being overwhelmed. This makes him more reliable and enjoyable to be with. Humor is also a sign of intelligence. The ability to make someone laugh requires wit, timing, and an understanding of social dynamics. It shows that a man is present in the moment, able to respond quickly and confident enough not to take himself too seriously. This self-assuredness is incredibly attractive. Women appreciate a man who can navigate social interactions smoothly, who can make them laugh in a way that feels natural and effortless. Beyond attraction, a sense of humor also plays a crucial role in long-term relationships. Life is full of ups and downs, and a man who can bring laughter into difficult moments is invaluable. Women want to be with someone who can turn stressful situations into something manageable, who can make even the most challenging days a little bit brighter. This ability to find humor in life's struggles is a sign of emotional resilience, a trait that makes a man both attractive and dependable. A man with a great sense of humor also exudes positivity. No one wants to be around someone who is always serious, negative, or easily offended. A man who can joke around, have fun, and bring a lighthearted energy into a conversation naturally draws people in. He becomes someone that women associate with joy, excitement, and warmth. There's also something deeply magnetic about a man who can tease in a way that creates playful tension. This kind of humor is flirtatious, engaging, and fun. It keeps interactions interesting and dynamic. Women enjoy a man who knows how to challenge them in a playful way, making conversations feel exciting rather than predictable. However, humor must be balanced. A man who relies too much on jokes to cover insecurity, or who turns everything into a joke without depth, can come across as immature. The most attractive humor is the kind that comes from confidence, intelligence, and authenticity. When humor is used appropriately, it enhances a man's charm, making him more likable, engaging, and unforgettable. At its core, a great sense of humor is about connection. It's about making a woman feel good in your presence, making her laugh in a way that feels effortless, and showing that you can bring fun and joy into her life. And when a man can do that, he becomes someone that women want to be around, not just for a moment, but for the long haul. Ambition is a driving force that shapes a man's future and plays a pivotal role in how women perceive him. Ambition is not merely about career success or material wealth. It's about a deep inner drive to improve, to grow, and to make something of oneself. A man with ambition exudes a sense of purpose that is deeply attractive because it signifies that he is not just passing through life, he is actively shaping his destiny. When a man is ambitious, he isn't waiting for opportunities to fall into his lap. He is actively creating his own path. Women are drawn to this kind of energy because it speaks to strength, determination, and leadership. An ambitious man has a clear vision for his life, and that clarity is magnetic. It creates a sense of direction, and women naturally want to align themselves with someone who is going somewhere, someone who is creating a future. Ambition is also a sign of self-belief. To pursue big dreams requires an unwavering belief in one's own abilities. This confidence is deeply attractive because it indicates that a man has the mental strength to persevere even when faced with challenges. Women respect men who are not easily discouraged and who keep pushing forward, knowing that their goals are worth the effort. Ambition shows that a man is not complacent or satisfied with mediocrity. He is striving for greatness, and that energy is captivating. An ambitious man also embodies discipline. To pursue any meaningful goal requires consistent effort, focus, and sacrifice. This dedication translates into an ability to stay committed even when the going gets tough. Women admire a man who can prioritize what matters most to him, who knows how to manage his time, energy, and resources to move closer to his dreams. This sense of discipline shows that he is organized, goal-oriented, and able to stay on course even when faced with distraction. Moreover, ambition signals that a man has the potential for growth, not just in his career, but in all aspects of his life. Women want to be with someone who is constantly evolving, someone who isn't stagnant or complacent. An ambitious man is always seeking ways to better himself, whether it's through education, fitness, personal development, or cultivating new skills. This constant growth makes him dynamic and interesting. It keeps him exciting and engaging to be around. Ambition also brings stability into a relationship. A man with clear goals and the drive to achieve them is less likely to be swayed by external circumstances. He has a foundation built on purpose and direction, and that stability creates a sense of security in a relationship. Women want a partner who can handle the challenges life throws their way, someone who has the mental and emotional fortitude to stay grounded no matter what. Ultimately, ambition is about a man's vision for the future. It's the roadmap he's creating for his life, and it's this vision that makes him compelling. Women are naturally attracted to men who aren't just drifting through life, but who are actively working towards something meaningful. When a man is driven by his ambitions, he becomes someone who isn't just attractive in the present moment, but someone who offers a future filled with possibilities, growth, and adventure. In conclusion, the traits that make a man truly attractive go beyond superficial appearances or fleeting moments of charm. Women are drawn to men who exhibit strength through purpose, confidence, humor, ambition, and drive. These qualities are not just about making a good impression, they reflect a deeper sense of character, self-belief, and vision. A man who knows his worth, stays grounded in his values, and consistently works toward his goals becomes magnetic, not only because of his actions, but because of the energy he projects. A man with purpose is a man with direction, someone who can lead both himself and others toward meaningful goals. His confidence is rooted in self-assurance, and his humor brings lightness to even the toughest situations. His ambition drives him to keep growing, evolving, and striving for greatness, not just for himself, but for those around him. Together, these qualities create a man who's not just attractive in the moment, but someone who has the power to inspire, connect, and build something meaningful. Attractiveness isn't about playing games or trying to meet a checklist of traits. It's about being the best version of yourself, embracing your strengths, and continuously striving to improve. When you are driven by purpose, grounded in confidence, and fueled by ambition, you will naturally draw the right people into your life. Women are not only looking for a partner, They are looking for someone they can respect, admire, and share a vision for the future with. And a man who embodies these qualities is someone who will stand out, not just as an attractive partner, but as a leader, a creator, and a force to be reckoned with.